Hey, this is Arnie again with Answers for Real Men. Tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about fear. A lot of times when I'm discussing fear, I express about kind of the two main fears that we have in life, which is I'm not enough or I'm never going to be loved. And that kind of plays off of a whole story about that we're only really born with two natural fears, one of loud noises and the other being of fear of falling. You know, it's not really high places, it's fear of falling. But I want to look at it a little bit differently tonight. I was reminded of it today working with a couple clients who are going through some fearful moments in their lives. And I like to use the analogy or the story about a tiger. If you were in the jungle and you came upon a tiger, you really have two choices at that moment. And most people, and I want you to think about this for a second, most people would take the first choice. And the first choice would be to run away. But that choice would guarantee that you would get eaten by the tiger. Because first of all, you're not going to outrun a tiger. Second, you're not going to climb a tree, because tigers can climb trees. And you're not going to be able to swim away or climb over rocks, because tigers can do all that better than you can do. Plus the fact that when you start running, it activates a natural instinct in the tiger to chase and to run after you, even if they weren't hungry. So by you stimulating the tiger, you've now put yourself in even bigger peril. So you're going to get eaten. Now the second choice you have, and which most people would probably not do, is stare the tiger in the eye. Literally stare the tiger in the eye, because at that moment the tiger is going to make a choice. Am I hungry enough to go over and eat this person? Or do I not really care and am I going to walk away? But that's the only chance you have, is the fact that the tiger can make a choice. See, in life, when you're facing a fear, whatever that might be, and everybody's different. It could be a relationship challenge, job challenge, a physical challenge, any other type of emotional, spiritual challenge in your life. You can keep running, but that fear will eat you alive. And at some point when you stand and face it and stare it in the eye, it could still eat you up. But there's a chance that it won't. And to me, that's worth it. And when I shared that with somebody today that had made a choice to not walk and for fear of falling, which is a real fear. We're born with that fear. But when I explain that little story to them, they go, you know what? I'm going to try to walk tomorrow. And that's all you have. That's all I expect out of anybody. That's all I can expect out of you. And that's all that you can expect out of yourself. Because that fear could still win. But you know what? The chance that it won't is more than worth it. So tonight, any of you guys out there, or anybody that you know, your wives, girlfriends, daughters, children, doesn't matter. If you're facing a fear, stare it in the eyes. Don't back down. And just see what happens. You might be surprised. Again, this is Arnie with Real Answers, with Answers for Real Men. And thanks again for listening, and I look forward to getting back to you. Bye.